Hi all, welcome to the CKA Certification Series Part 9. As you may already know, the CKA exam will undergo changes starting January 15, 2025. I am planning to incorporate questions based on these updates. Let's first review the changes. While the CKA domains remain unchanged, there are additions and removals of specific scenarios from an exam perspective. You can review the details for further clarity. But don't worry, I have collected the changes and listed in this video. I am anticipating that the new changes may include topics such as creating storage classes, provisioning dynamic volumes, implementing self-healing techniques with probes, setting pod limits, and defining CPU and memory limits at the namespace level. Additionally, advanced scheduling using affinity and anti-affinity rules, managing ingress traffic with the Gateway API, creating users with restricted access to a namespaces, and utilizing package managers like Helm charts will be covered. Other topics include installing operators, setting up a 3-masternode cluster, and working with Container Network Interface, Container Storage Interface, and Container Runtime Interface. These are the areas we'll discuss in the upcoming series, and I hope they will help you prepare for the exam. Okay, these are the upcoming topics in this series, and in this video we will discuss the scenarios related with probes. The 40th question is, you are managing a Kubernetes cluster, and a pod is running in the production namespace, using the application image Kubernetesway/service API, version 0.1. The application exposes its health status on the endpoint/health. However, the pod is repeatedly restarting. Investigate and resolve the issue. Without further delay, let's go to the cluster. Let's check the pods first. Yes, one pods is running, but you can see this pods is not stable, it is restarting. Let's describe the pods. The image is pulled successfully, but you can see the probes are failed, and the error code is 404, which means not found, so either that health check path is wrong or the app has some issues. Okay, let's check the probes. If we scroll up, here we can see the probe settings. Okay, probe has some issues. Instead of health, it was configured to health test. Let's edit it. As per the question, the Liveness probe should be /health. Okay, let's save and exit. Okay, now our new pod is provisioned, it will be running within moments. Seems some issues. Okay, let's describe again. Sorry, we have not updated readiness probe entries, so let's re-edit the deployment again. Okay, now it should works. Our new pod has been scheduled. Let's wait for a few minutes. Yes, our pods is running. We have successfully completed this task. The next question is, you are tasked with deploying an application named Sample API in the production namespace. The application uses the image Kubernetesway/Service API, version 0.1, and listens on port 5000. To ensure the application's availability, a Liveness probe must be configured to check the health status at the endpoint/health. Liveness probe should configured basis on below criteria. Initial delay: the probe should wait for 60 seconds before performing the first health check after the container starts. Check interval: the probe should perform a health check every 5 seconds. Timeout: each health check should wait up to 5 seconds for a response before considering it failed. Failure threshold: the container should restart if the probe fails 3 consecutive times. Okay, without delay, let's go to the cluster. Let's create a sample API deployment YAML file using dry run command. Okay, YAML file is ready. Let's edit and remove unwanted entries. Then next take the help of documentation and search for Liveness probes. We can take these entries to our YAML files. As per the question, we have to set initial delay, interval, timeout, and failed threshold, so let's copy it one by one. Initial delay should be 60 seconds. Period should be 5 seconds. Timeout also 5 seconds. Failed threshold should be 3. Okay, our YAML file is ready. Let's apply it. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. Did you notice it? Anyway, let's wait for some minutes and see what will happen. Yes, our pod is not stable. It is restarting due to Liveness probe failure. Let's describe it. Here you can see the probe is configured to check on port 8080. As per the question, it should be port 5000. We can see here only issue on health check URL, and rest of all settings are correct. So let's edit the deployment YAML file. Now it should works. Let's apply it. Yes, our new pod has been scheduled. Let's wait for few seconds. Congratulations, our pod is running. Health check and other settings seems perfect. We have successfully completed this task. I will show the image which I am using for making this scenario, and the YAML files will be available in the GitHub repository. This image is specially created for experimenting with health check. This image will take 30 seconds for initial booting, so before this time if you try Liveness to access, then it will fail. Okay, I will show that. Let's delete the all deployments and edit it. Let's modify the initial delay to 5 seconds and rest of all to 1 second, so this probe will start to check after 5 seconds. Since it is take 30 seconds for boot up, definitely it will fail to run. Okay, let's see this. Let's wait for a few minutes. Let's describe it. Here we can see the Liveness probe errors, getting 503 error. Which means our pod is not ready. Yes, our pod is restarting. Okay, in order to fix this issue I have to revert the changes. Okay, let's try now. Yes, our pods is stable now. Like this, you can use this image and play around it. I will show you how this container will work locally. I'm trying to run this Docker locally. Yes, we'll get this error because this container will take 30 seconds to boot up properly. Up to that time it will replay error code 503. Once it is boot up, then it will provide 200 response. In documentation there is lots of settings are mentioned, so you can use this image and experiment it. Okay, this is the end of this video. We will comes with new scenario soon. Bye.